Jeff Baker with Seabreeze Computers. If you have a new iPhone or a new iPad and you want to copy the data from an old iPhone or an old iPad, then here are the instructions. Apple has made this a lot easier than it used to be in years past. You no longer need to use iCloud storage or to use a computer with iTunes on it to transfer a lot of data. However, if you have a really old Apple device, a really old iPhone, or a really old iPad, then you may need to use a computer with iTunes and back up that device and then restore it to the new device if the instructions in this video doesn't work. I recommend that you do this at home with your old iPhone or iPad connected to your home Wi-Fi if possible. You should be near a charger because you want your devices to be fully charged or plugged in just in case the transfer takes a while. On the new device, press and hold the top right button for a couple of seconds, then follow the instructions to start the setup. Tap on your language, then tap on your country, choose the appearance, and tap Continue. At the Quickly Setup screen, bring your current iPhone or iPad near your new device and then wait for it to find it. On your old iPad or iPhone, you may need to enter your passcode. You should see a Setup New iPad screen. Tap on Continue. On the new device, it will show Waiting for Other iPad. On the old device, you need to hold it over your new device's screen. If you have a cover on the old device, make sure that you move the cover out of the way of the camera on the back of the device and then position the pattern in the circle. If you keep trying and it doesn't get it, then you can tap on Authenticate manually. Once you are connected, then on the new device, you need to enter the same passcode from the old device. It may take a few minutes to activate. For data and privacy, tap on Continue. For Touch ID, tap on Set up Touch ID later. On this device, it said it would take 35 to 45 minutes. Tap on Continue. For terms and conditions, tap on Agree. It will say Signing In. On the Make This Your New iPad screen, it will show you what it is going to copy from the old device. You can scroll down to see everything, then tap on Continue. On the Update Automatically screen, I personally recommend tapping on Only Download Automatically because I don't like surprise interruptions. But it's up to you. For location services, I recommend turn on location services unless you only use weather apps and map apps on another device. For Apple Intelligence, tap on Setup Later. For Siri, tap on Setup Later. For multitasking and windowing, it's up to you, but you may want to tap on Full Screen Apps for now and then tap on Continue. Then it will start transferring the data. Keep the two devices next to each other, and you may want to have them connected to power. And the time remaining will probably change multiple times. At first, this screen on this device said about 19 minutes, but then it changed to 33 minutes, and then it said about 47 minutes. If you bring your devices into the same room as your Wi-Fi router, then it may be quicker to do the copy. On this iPad with about 70 gigabytes of used storage space, it actually only took about 18 minutes to finish the transfer. When it's finished, it will show transfer complete on the old device. The new device will show the restart screen. When the new device finishes restarting, then you'll see that the app icons are there, but each app icon will have a cloud icon next to the name of the app. That's because Apple didn't actually copy all the apps. It just copied your app data and information about the apps. So keep your device near your router, and then you can tap on all the icons with a cloud symbol next to the name, and it will start downloading the apps from the internet. You can keep tapping on each app icon in a row, and then it will take some time for the apps to download and install completely. On the old device, it will say that your Apple ID and phone number are now being used on the new device. Tap on OK. It will say transfer complete. Tap on continue. It will ask you if you want to erase this iPad. Scroll down to see the options. I personally recommend tapping on Not Now to make sure that the new device works well first. And then after a couple of weeks, if the new device is working well, then you can erase your old device and then give it to someone else.